Hi everyone, welcome along to the Perth preview for season 2016. I'm joined by their star recruit, their coach and their CEO. I'll begin with Clint Jones, who's made the move across to the Mighty Demons. How's the pre-season been?
It's been really good, fairly tough. We had an intra-club on the weekend in the 38-degree heat, so it was good to get a taste of playing games.
Coming back and playing with the Demons, a team that had very little success last season. You're one of the senior players that expected to try and drive the club up the table. How do you feel the team is in shape for this year?
I feel we're in pretty good shape. We've obviously got a couple of more senior guys in, Angus Graham and Spencer White, to go along with the more senior guys that we do have. I think we're in pretty good stead for this year.
And your running capacity, it's well renowned in the WAFL and of course with St Kilda. You're still as fit as ever?
I've actually done majority of the pre-season and feel really fit. So the big ground at Lap Lane, is a bit of a change from the VFL grounds that I played on last year. So looking forward to getting out there in the big spaces of that ground.
Of course, the pressure goes on the coach this season, as always, with a team that has struggled in recent times. Earl Spalding, it's a huge task to get this club to play finals, but that has to be the ambition at the start of the year.
Oh, I think you go into every game trying to win that game. So if that happens, we'll be undefeated, Skeeter, and we have a real good season. But realistically, we just, we want to be process-driven, not outcome-driven. And to get the processes right in the first place, we're working pretty hard at our ball movement and our structures, and having experienced guys come into the club has been a real help in that regard to set the tone at training. But we're really keen just to get a game under our belt against some opposition. We've played two against ourselves, and we've been pleased with a lot of stuff we've seen. We're still working on a lot of stuff, and that'll probably be the tone for the year. Continual improvement. Where that has us at the end of the year, who knows? But I know we'll be heading in the right direction anyway. For
Perth supporters, can you update us on how you've gone recruitment-wise?
I don't know how long this segment's for. We've had quite a few come in. We've obviously, have got some experience with Jonesy and with Angus Graham. Spencer White comes off St Kilda's list, and he's only 21. Spencer, he's only a kid, still learning about life, let alone learning about footy. And I think he's enjoying his time in Perth so far, and I see him being he can be an 8 to 10 year player with us. Hopefully, he's got the talent to get back in the AFL system. It's whether he wants to. Is up to him. Then we've got Christian Carey's come across from Albury Wodonga, and he looks pretty exciting. He's a good size about him, and he can play forward or mid. Taron Edo, who's a kid from Sydney, that was pushed across to us, or basically sent to us, to have an opportunity. And he's really looked exciting as well. He's got a bit to do with his kicking, but and a number of other guys coming through, a lot of Colts kids who will give opportunities to, are going to be pretty exciting as well. So we've got to be sure we continue with the development path. And last year we invested in youth heavily. We played 16 new guys. It's not a lot, probably the same as Swans, but they played half our game. So that's a big investment, and we're certainly not going to throw that away by sort of ignoring those kids.
So for long-suffering Perth supporters, there is light at the end of the tunnel.
There is. We've just got to make sure it's not a train coming the other way. But no, we're pretty sure. It's a really good vibe around the place. Clint will tell you, the guys really get on well together, which it's not necessarily going to win your games, but it makes it a better environment to come and train and play in. Off-field, Marty's got that under control, he tells me. So no, it's a really good feeling at the moment. Now, we haven't gone into any games and had come home with our tails between our legs, but I think we're in a good place that if that happens, we'll assess that, work out where we can improve, and then go forward again. It's not a case of being browbeaten anymore. It's a case of standing up and having impact on the competition.
Speaking of Marty Atkins, the Chief Executive, off-field, club seems in pretty good shape, and sponsorship-wise, always important for WAFL clubs.
Yeah, off-field, yep. Obviously for the time I've been there, we've recorded another profit, which always helps when things aren't quite working out on field. We continue to be served well by our sponsors, Provident Capital Partners and Gavin Cordell, based in Singapore. If he wants to watch a game, he flies down on a Friday night and flies back on Saturday. So to have that support from your major sponsors, outstanding. Southside Mitsubishi, Southside Volkswagen continue to support us, and when the guys get to drive around in brand new cars and go into all the meetings and commitments that we have, it's always fantastic. And Daniel Davies and his team down at Southside have been fantastic. And then just recently signed the Lucky Shag, which is always a handy sponsor to have, where you can go to enjoy yourself with a good feed and a good drink. As I said, bringing those on board is not just about the Lucky Shag being a partner with the Perth Football Club. They're also keen to educate the players from our development squad upwards in relation to responsible consumption of alcohol. So they're going to fund that for us, and we're going to do some programs around that. So off-field things are going reasonably well. It is a tight market out at the moment, and we have been hit a little bit with the sponsorship drop, but hopefully this year the football side will bring a little bit more money in, and it'll all even itself out.
In brief, how's the plans for the development of Lathlane Park progressing?
Yeah, really, really well. We've got a fantastic relationship with West Coast Eagles and the town of Vic Park, and I will mention the town of Vic Park because they have been really, really good with us in relation to allowing us to run our core business and manage ourselves. And obviously they come in, unfortunately we've been broken into this week, so we make that their responsibility. But their support for us has been outstanding. And with regards to the development, West Coast Eagles are now at the stage where they're just about to tick some boxes, and things could start happening by the end of the year. From our point of view is we've got our business case done. It's just a matter of securing some funding. But it's not important for us at the moment because we don't think that we'll start building until around 2018, so maybe 2019. So it's promising. There's lots of things to look forward to. Certainly from a football club point of view is that the kids coming through now in our 15s and 16s development program will most probably be the first kids to experience life in the new facilities, so which is exciting for them as well. So, yep, happy days ahead. Hopefully, we have happy days in the next couple of weeks with some wins on the board.
Gentlemen, we wish you well for season 2016. The Demons, who took home the wooden spoon unfortunately in 2015, looking to make some sharp improvement this year. You can see some of their games on 7 Sport and of course cover their progress in the West Australian.